What did we get here? This feels nice. You gotta be kidding me. Well, believe it or not, I'm out here at the bridge again to drown some crabs. Caught a good bit of mud crabs the other day and got a nice break in the weather today that I'm gonna try to do some fishing. It's been a while since I've come out here and fished the bridge, so I'm curious to see what's going on. If it's still just a similar small class of sheepshead with some nice ones mixed in, or maybe there could be more tog today, maybe there could be more black drum, there could be red drum. I feel like at some point I should see a mixture of species here once everything really gets into winter mode, but maybe that's not how it is. I don't know. Learning it all as I go down here. And I know there's some gigantic black drum living here. I haven't connected with one yet, but I wouldn't mind doing so. So maybe we'll find one of them today too. Got my bucket of mud crabs here. A little different setup today. If you've seen my Chesapeake Bay videos, I think that's when I fished with this last for sheepshead. I could be wrong on that, but Penn Authority 3500. I have 20-pound braid on that. I need to put a little more on that, but it's winter time, so you're not really catching much this time of year that's gonna take you down to where your spool gets small. 1 ounce jawbreaker jig, 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, and this is a Carnage 3. I believe this is a medium light, but it's the inshore. I'll link it in the description below. It's rated for 15 to 40-pound braid. It's a really nice sheepshead setup. Good bit of backbone here, but it still has a sensitive tip, so you can feel those bites. Reach in here and try to find an optimal sized crab. Ooh, these ones are really muddy. I tried to wipe them off, but I think when it's cold, that silt stays a little more compacted. So I'm gonna be getting some muddy fingers today. All right, gonna go for the first drop. First drop should be pretty telling on what we're gonna be working with today. I'm hoping that there's still plenty of fish around. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Not a whole lot going on here, but did get one definite crab eater bite, so that's encouraging. Trying to find my way to the bottom here. Dang, small. Feels like a pretty good fish. Oh yeah, nice one. I think he's hooked well. He's not hooked that well. Not hooked all that well. All right, on the board. Yeah, that's a nice one. Wanted one for dinner tonight, and we will take him for sure. He's probably, I would say that's going to be a 16-inch fish at least. Check him real quick. Anybody who's curious, just going to put him. As you can tell, I've caught a few sheepshead. I'm pretty good at eyeballing them, but yeah, it's a good one. It's interesting putting a fish in the cooler on the Outback. I'm used to being able to jump around in that pro angler, but as long as it's not windy, it's not too big of a deal. We gotta flip him in there. I don't know if he's gonna freak out or not. It's pretty cold. Well, he hasn't freaked out yet. And we got the cooler closed, so I'm in good shape. There's a bite, but I'm in a bad spot. Yep. He's on it again. Where he was. Might have got my crab already. Nope, there he is. So, pulled him off. Not a great big one, but he was okay. Wind is destroying me right now. I'm having a very tough time. The way the wind and the tide are right now just is making it to where I cannot stay in position. Because the current right now is actually coming like this under the bridge, and the wind is going this way. So the current is like this, wind is like this, so it's able to really just flip me around. Normally, if the current is traveling left to right, which is what it normally does, it will once the tide picks up a little more. Right now it's being kind of funky, but normally there's enough tide that even if there is some wind, my rudder just kind of holds me in place when that tide's running really hard. But right now it's not running hard enough to really keep me in place, but things should change soon. I gotta see if what's down there taking my crabs is puffer fish, and I forgot my puffer fish stuff. So I'm really just trying to see whether or not that's what it is taking on my bait. What did we get here? What did we get here? This feels nice. What the heck did I get? Oh, no freaking way. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Oh. Jeez. Can't avoid them. Can't get away from it. Almost an 18-incher there. Bye, buddy. Well, catching that fish is pretty frustrating because they're out of season all the time. But it does kind of have me wondering if there's some more around. He's not very big, but I'm going to keep him. That one is, he's 14 inches. We're going to keep him. It's pretty tough today. I think the one I got earlier is enough for dinner, but I'm not entirely sure. No good, no good. Couldn't even tell he had it. Well, that one's larger than the other one, but nothing good going on right now.
So the bite finally started to pick up for me, and on this bite I did not have my chest camera running, so you're just kind of looking over my shoulder from behind me and you can't really tell what's going on, but I hook a nice fish. I get him up to the boat. Obviously he's over there on the other side of the boat where you can't see him since I didn't have the other camera on, but it was my best fish of the day. See, I grab the net there, scoop him up, and then you will catch up with me on the chest cam once I do actually turn it on.
A lot of work to get him right now. I got that. Put him in the net. Get him bled. Oh, I had him. Darn. It's a nice one. Got him hooked well too. I mean, he's not. He's nice for today because I haven't been catching many today. Probably gonna take that one too. He's probably 14 inches or so, fairly small. Oh, he's 15 and a half. So I've got one in there that's even smaller than him. Keep this one. Normally I don't keep many sheepshead just because I feel like I can get a fresh one whenever I want a fresh one, but I don't know, the bite has definitely changed. I've been having to work a lot harder for them today, and I don't know how that's going to change later this winter. And I do enjoy eating sheepshead, so I'm gonna take a few today. That'll be some people, all you commenters that ask me why I throw back any edible fish in every video. I hope you're happy that I'm killing them all on this outing. Ice is all on the bottom, but I don't really have the luxury of being able to turn around as easily in this kayak, and it feels safer just to grab my cooler every time. Although that's probably the last time I'm going to be able to do it. I don't even know what I was saying. I got distracted when I dropped my net. I think what I was saying is that all the fish was on the bottom all the ice was on the bottom in that cooler, and I need to move it around at some point to get it on top of those fish, but they're pretty cold to begin with. I'll just have to move it around at the end. It's a lot harder to move around and do things in this kayak. It's a little less stable than the Pro Angler, so I don't have quite the flexibility that I do in the other one, but making it work, and it is a lot easier to unload and load from the truck, so it's a give and take. But yeah, gonna see if we can get another one. Guess who forgot to turn his camera on for fish of the day? Yeah, I didn't have either camera running on that one. That's a dang good one too. Probably close to 20 inches. Measure him real quick. He is, he's not that big. He's 18 and a half. It's a pretty one. Yeah, I just caught him right there. Didn't have either camera running, just forgot to do it. But that was a lot of work. Readjusted and put the hot fish on top, or the hot fish on the bottom, cold fish on top. Running low on bait. Crazy how many I went through earlier, and now I'm catching some fish. That's a nice one. Don't know how nice. He had me around the bridge though. That's a nice one. Alright. Oh. They fight weird in this cold water. Got him. Yeah, it's another good one. Turn the day around late. Just had to stick with it. It's a good one. Heck yeah. Love that. Yeah, he definitely had me around the bridge. Guess he didn't get me too bad on it. Leader feels okay. Could have had me on the braid. Who knows? That one's gonna be, yeah, it's another, I mean, see his nose is touching right there, and he's 18 and a half, so he's not as fat as that last one I got, but he is a little longer. At this point, I'm just committed to having to fillet some fish. Yeah, I don't really have room for this fish in my cooler. I mean, I will once I move some ice around and whatnot, but right now I don't really have room. I've only got like a couple more baits left, so I'm just gonna see if I can maybe get one or two more fish, but I'm happy with how my day has played out. All right, he's not going anywhere. See this extra special technique? Took the fish grip around the bungee, got him right there, and I'm just gonna fish for a few more minutes. Then I'm gonna head in and I'll get some salt water mixed in with my ice and flush all these fish and get them super cold. Well, out of bait. That's gonna do it. Well, that's gonna do it. I think I caught, maybe I caught 9 today. I'm not entirely sure. I was pretty disappointed with how things were going at the beginning, but fish started to bite for me later on. Wind made things pretty challenging, but I did my best and was able to scratch out a few fish. Probably could have fished a little more effectively if the wind wasn't at such a challenging angle with how the tide was today. But yeah, the fish ended up cooperating for me. I mean, it's, you know, middle of winter, so I can't complain being able to catch some tasty fish close to home. I hope you enjoyed it. I gotta get back home and cut some fish now, which is something I don't normally have to do a lot of, but I kept a few of them today. Yeah, I got a few fish for my freezer this winter. Hopefully I'll just be able to keep catching them this winter, but I don't know, the way things started out made me want to take a few of them, and had I known it was going to be so good, I may have not kept that many, but once I got started, I was committed at that point. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Good little outing, nice winter day. These are rare days in the winter when the winds are light and the temperatures are bearable. Until the next one, hope you enjoyed it. Got all my equipment linked down in the description. You can check out those Sheepshead jigs. Pretty much every Sheepshead video you see from me for the last, I don't know, for a good chunk of time. Those are the only jigs I've really been using. Been very impressed with them. The paint holds up really well and the hooks are great. Check them out. Oh, it was cool, man. I mean, it didn't take long, you know. We went out, set out, and we hooked him in, you know, probably fished for 25 minutes, and we hooked him, fought him for an hour and a half, and stuck a harpoon in him, and that was that.